All right, let's go to the press box for a question or two. Go ahead.
Nate Ryan, USA Today. Jimmy, Kurt Busch said afterward that he felt like he got beat by luck of the draw, meaning that on the final restart it was just random that he ended up in the lane that didn't take off right away. Would you agree with that, or do you think maybe your driving may have played a role in going from 6th to 1st in the final 10 laps?
I definitely know being in the outside lane was helpful. Each restart, the leader chose the outside lane. I guess at the beginning there were a couple guys that went for the inside lane and it didn't pan out. So being in the outside lane was helpful. I was in 3rd or 4th before I exited turn 2. The 17 did not get a good restart. So yeah, it definitely helped. But I was able to make some really aggressive moves, get by the 14 and the 16. And I don't think he finished 3rd, so he didn't even get by the 14. So I know he had an amazing car all day long, and we chased him. But there at the end, when the money was on the line for that 10-lap dash, we had everything go our way, plus the fastest car.
Stay upstairs in the press box for another question. Go ahead.
Lee Spencer, Fox Sports. Jimmy, what do you want to accomplish? There's still, I guess, five active tracks where you've yet to win. But other than that, what are the numbers? What are the stats? What are your goals right now?
I don't have any hard numbers. I just want to win races. I want to keep doing what I'm doing. I feel extremely confident in the car, in my race team, the areas that we focus on. I feel like I really understand my weak spots as well, and there's a really cool joy that comes with trying to be better in those areas. That's leads into why I'm so excited about the victory here today. So I just get caught up in that mind game of stuff and find a lot of satisfaction in it. I told Chad before the year was over, I don't have a number of wins, but I wanted to win a lot to frustrate the competitors, because I think over the last few years we've been able to get in some guys' heads, and it's been helpful. And I don't want to lose that advantage. If we can prevent it. Now, granted, it's awfully early in the year to think about that, but if we can keep winning, every month or every other month, and stay at the tops of people's minds as we get into the chase, we know the chase and those tracks are really good for us, and that we withstand the pressure really well. And the ultimate goal is to win another championship.
Let's stay upstairs in the press box. Go ahead.
Jenna Fryer, Associated Press. Rick, Dale Jr. had an early pit road speeding penalty. They came back and had a strong finish, and now he's 8th in the points. I take it you're probably pleased with the progress of the 88 right now?
I really am. They've worked really hard. Lance McGrew and Dale have great chemistry. I think if you've listened to them on the radio, they're working well together. And when Dale had a great car, and I think he would have been in the top 5 or had a real shot at it himself had he been able to not have that speeding penalty. But that team is really coming together, and I'm excited about the rest of the year. And so we've made a lot of progress there.
Let's come downstairs for other questions. Any questions downstairs, please, for Jimmy or Rick? Anybody? Steve has one.
Steve Richards with PRN. Jimmy, I think Kurt was pretty upset after the race because this was a much better shot at beating you here than Martinsville. He said he needed a lot of luck. So, I mean, he was kind of upset. And obviously you heard, I guess, he said on our air that, anybody but the 48, and he was rallying up the fans and everything. And, are you getting more sensitive to those who keep saying anybody but the 48, anybody but the 48?
No, I think it's awesome. I mean, I watched from afar before I was in the sport. People would say anybody but the 3, and then anybody but the 24. I'm awfully proud to be in that category where they're saying anybody but the 48. I think it's awesome.
Anything else downstairs? Jim Utter?
Jim Utter, Trial Observer. Mr. Hendrick, do you think Jimmy gets his due?
No, I really don't. I said this in Victory Lane a few minutes ago to one of the TV guys. If you look at the stats and you look at the talent and you look at the dedication and just look at his record, I mean, I don't understand why it's not written now. Well, he's one of the best that's ever done this. And you look at Jeff, and I've been around for a long time, and I've watched a lot of guys from Richard Petty on up and to current day. And when you look at the level of competition since he's been in the sport and what he's done and what he's accomplished, I mean, it's just I don't know what he's got to do, you know.
Tanya, right here. We can get her the mic, please.
Did you hear when Kurt said that out there? And did you smile like you did just now?
Can I say one thing about Kurt Busch? He's been one of the most complimentary drivers to Jimmie and our organization in the garage area. And, I mean, I think he has been the most as professional as anyone that we've had to race against at giving Jimmie credit and that team credit. And so I understand his level of frustration with the way he ran today and how he ended up. So I don't think that's a knock on Jimmie at all. I think that's just, you know, I think Kurt holds Jimmie and that team at such a high level that when he beats them, he's beat the guys that are the best right now. And so I plan to call Kurt just to congratulate him on the run because he has been very, very complimentary of our team and our organization.
Anything else for Rick or Jimmie? Okay, guys, congratulations. We'll see you at Charlotte for the test and then at Martinsville this weekend.